Hey everybody, how we doing today? So, oh my goodness, I am not prepared for this video, and I love one take, so we're just gonna do this live. Kinda. We're not really live, it's just a recording, but still, we're doing something. And that something is investigating the screenshots of GTA 6. We've already done the artwork, we've already done the videos, now we're gonna do the screenshots. And we have people and places. So obviously the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look into the people folder. And we have 8 items. 8 items that we can investigate. So first things first, we got Booby Ike. And we have 4 screenshots of him, which is fantastic. We didn't have much to begin with, but we now have Booby Ike's screenshots here. The trailers only said so much, the artwork only said so much, but now we have screenshots. So we're gonna take a look at these and see what it's all about. So let's take a look. Ah, I love the HD render. Okay. So in the previous video we discussed the clothing, the chains, the tattoos, and it was just, artwork. But now we're seeing some other stuff here. This seems to be, from what I can understand, this seems to be his office, cuz I'm going to assume that he owns a business. And his business is the Jack of Hearts, as we can see right here. So I'm assuming that he owns that business and this is his office. Ooh, my cursor just landed on something important. Right here, we have a customized pistol. Ooh, and what's even better is that I know that this pistol has something on the back of it. What is that? We don't know, but I know that's not standard for most pistols. I think that's separate. I'm not going to Google it because I don't want to get put on anything that I don't want to be put onto. But I'm believing that's a mod. I believe that's a mod for this gun. Because if you take a look, this isn't standard for most pistols, I don't believe. Now that I've seen that, the mag is different, and all the accentuated colors of all the features and the buttons and the sights, they're all different colors. So maybe we have different color combinations. So for GTA 5, we had other things too, but this screenshot says a lot because if you take a look, that is something that's not standard on a pistol. So I'm wondering what that could be. If you know, let me know because all I know is that that's not right. Now, second screenshot of Booby. Again, in front of Jack of Hearts. Jack of Hearts and Booby seem to go right hand in hand, okay? They go hand in hand. And if we take a look, must present ID kind of stuff. ID check. Got it. Now, who is this guy? What's the other character's name? Dre, I think his name is. I think that's Dre. Oops, went the wrong way. Shit. Ah. All right, and then we have the iFruit phone, so that's coming back. iFruit was huge. Let's take a look. Glasses are looking nice. They're seated on the character perfectly. We got a car here, some accentuants right here. Jack of Hearts. Lights on the building. That's not really important. Do you think security cameras are going to play a big part in this? I think that it's just for aesthetic. At the same point, do you think that it might have something going on? Because in the trailer, there was body cam. So perhaps the cameras on the businesses are also included? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Now, this guy has a tattoo saying 1998, so maybe he was born 1998. And then this was... Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I want to compare side by side real quick. Let's take a look. Left hand's... Oh, got it. It's his right hand that has the ring. If this was his hand right here, I would have been like, oh, we finally got an attachment. We finally got his ring unattached. But music, no, that's a bullet. That's a bullet. King of clubs. Hey, King of clubs. And guess what? Guess what? That's this club. This is a club, and that's King of Clubs. He owns the club, as we can reference from this photo. And in this photo, we notice it says Jack of Hearts too. So we don't know this for certain. We can't always say this is for certain. But this looks like this seems to be his, like, actual area of whatever. Right? This seems to be his deal. I think he's the owner of Jack of Hearts, and that's his deal. And then this pistol, they wouldn't leave it in unless there's something important to show, and I believe that's something that's not supposed to be on a pistol. So, that being said, third screenshot. Let's take a look. Upside down people. The hair falls with it. Very cool. We didn't see that before. He has a is that a Colombian style chain? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. He's got some teeth that have gold in it. So I'm assuming we're gonna have blank, like, grills. That'll be something. He has a double cup. Double cup doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could just be whatever. But we all know that if you double cup, it keeps your drink colder or hotter, especially if it's styrofoam. Let's take a look. In the background, can't really make it out. I think these are 3 people right here. But she's upside down and her hair is falling with it. So maybe there's some hair physics going on here. Earrings good. Yeah, I mean, shoot, this is great. And I'm zoomed out as far as I can, but from what I can see, ooh. The edging is good. Hairstyle looks good. All right, whatever. Let's take a look. Awesome. Oh, we finally have a good glimpse at money. Hold up. The $1 bill. The United States of is that Vice? Does it say Vice? America? Leonida? I don't know. Another one right here. I can't seem to get good detailing on these bills. If I could see that, that'd be great. Oh, hold up. Oh wait. Oh my god, why did I do that again? Ah. She has a peacock. Look at the diverse amount of tattoos here. There seems to be a lot. Young ancestors. I would say young ancestors. I would say ancestors is the name. Let's take a look. Blutered. Blutered? I don't know what that means. Blutered? It's put in a ring inside of a thing, and that's a thing. And there's sparklers coming out of it. So I don't know. Maybe it's something else, but we're gonna keep looking. Another ring right here. Anything that stands out? Nails? Maybe we have different nail options. Maybe we have nail options, Maybe the people that we're customizing have nails that you can put on. The watch. Looks like a standard watch. I mean, it doesn't look like anything stuck out from that. It's not too highly detailed, so I don't think they focused too much on that. This guy right here in the back, he's chilling. But these 2 people, I don't know if they have any significance to the story. They could just be his entourage, you know what I mean? Like these people that are like actually a part of his, sphere of GTA 6. And these are his 2 main, like, individuals that are part of his story. So maybe that's the importance right here, because they're not the real dimes. The real dimes have curly hair and all that other stuff. So, all right, and that's it for Booby. Let's go ahead and take a look at Brian. Hey Brian. So Brian and Jason are in the same car. Oh, look at this real quick. The reflection tells all. Okay. So when you look into something, it reflects back towards us, and clearly there's no camera in front of him, so looking, I don't see anything of importance on there. Could it be a location of where things should be? Whatever it is, I'm going there. If I can find this spot, I'm going to find it and see if there's an Easter egg. Let's see. He has a nice gold chain bracelet. Let's take a look. Yeah, I can't really tell. He has a vest, but we had vests in GTA 5. I wonder if there's something different about these vests here. Backwards hat, maybe we can orient our hats in different ways. All right, let's keep going. Lavasas Cervezas, we covered this in the trailer, and it says, Kenny Brewster, I got a big truck with your face duck vault truck. Shows a rooster sitting in a truck being chased by an alligator. This is that's overwhelming. That's too much. I mean, I don't get it, but like I get it, right? Like what? There's a pier here, life vest. I don't think that's anything important. Let's take a look. That's cool. I don't see anything in this screenshot that stands out aside from the watch. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We got to go back. Where is it? This one? This watch. Oh my god, it's highlighted on the wrong. Oh my god, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons again. All right. As you can see, this watch and this watch are different. So, will we be able to get certain or different watches? I don't care if they get abilities, but now that we know there's two different watches being used on two different characters, maybe we have the ability to select different watches as our customer creation. Small detail, big detail. His right hand says love, which is kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool at least. He's got some wear and tear on his body, as you can tell. Stretch marks. Stretch marks are indicative of age, obviously, but that's not what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing more on the detail and text meshing of the 3D modeling, which is kind of cool. I mean, you also have the aging here. So aging clearly looks different in GTA 6. Before it was just like, oh, you have little lines across your nose or a little scar across your whatever, but it's not like huge here. All right, let's keep going. Brian. Next one, he has a brick. He's talking to some random person. This is indicative of this is not a steering wheel for a vehicle. A vehicle wouldn't have joysticks like this. This is a plane. And you can see that because this right here is the wing of the plane. And if we take a look, this one says love Dre. Because look, this one says love, right? This one says DR something. I don't know what that means. Let's take a look again. Another reflection of what's right here, I'm assuming. Well, that's cool. I don't see anything else that's super indicative of anything important. Only the tattoos. Just get me my checks. All right. Actually, hold up right here. Here, take a look at that. We're going to zoom out real quick. We're going to zoom in right here. Notice the back of this pistol and the one that he had. Notice the back of this one and the back of this one is different. I'm wondering if this is a mod for this pistol and it does something for this pistol and it does for this pistol, because I think they're the exact same thing. They look like the exact same gun. But this one is clearly blinged out and this one isn't. So what do you guys think? I think that's indicative. All right, next. Let's go up. Brian. All right, let's go back to this picture real quick. Looks like Brian. Okay. We're making headway. This seems to be Brian's partner. This looks like Brian's lady, and they could be married together, and Brian is talking to both of them. This is another character that we haven't been introduced to yet, But seeing as this says Brian right here, I'm going to assume that because this says Brian on her, she is his fiance, partner, wife. You know, that deal. I think that's the deal between those her and him. So that's cool. And as we saw before, a different type of watch. And they wouldn't show watches like this changed for each time. Okay, like they wouldn't show watches different each time. I'm assuming watches now are going to go ahead and become a huge deal and that you can have different types of watches. I think that's one of the things they brought in. Cal Hampton. Now this screenshot made everybody go, "Oh my god, it's a key landmark." But we know through his background that he's just like a huge like conspiracy theorist. And notice on his little fleece, right on his little Hawaiian shirt, there's aliens. So this guy is all about the conspiracy theories. Okay. There's the tattoo where it says back meat, front meat, but this tattoo looks smaller than the other one, right? That tattoo seems smaller than the one that we saw in the, what's it called, in the artwork. Here, if we go back, actually, I'm going to leave that there. We go back to the artwork real quick. Go to Cal. And we do this. Now, if we take a look, that looks significantly smaller than this, unless they're the exact same. But, like, if you take a look, this one's, like, a lot bigger than this. So, I'm not sure. If this is just in-game screenshots, like, if this is in-game screenshots, then I'm going to assume that this is going to be the standard, and the other one is just pure artwork. Very cool. Very cool. Let's take a look. Everything looks pretty normal. Eyes are directly focused. There's no reflection. Tongue out. We noticed that someone had a tongue out on another video, and the tongue out, I think, is an emote that you can do now. Something with your face, like maybe sticking your tongue out at police is going to be a deal. I don't know, instead of giving them the finger, like they had in GTA. Let's move over to the next picture. Awesome. Lots of details here. Okay, got it. Most of this is just like artwork that goes into like a casual bar / restaurant, but they're playing pool. And I'm wondering if you can play pool in the game. She has alligator pants. Again, another watch that's different. Watches are going to be huge, I think, guys. I think watches are going to be huge. Beer looks fine. Again, an iguana with a crown and a I wonder if this is like a real deal, the thing people do. Because this guy has a Hawaiian shirt on and he has a crown on his head. That's awesome. And if we take a look, Brian has hair right here, but I don't see that one. And he's playing pool with Jason, who again has other details as you take a look, which means maybe there's a different time progression in regards to his hairstyle. Notice his hair right here. His beard is more full. It's more full, but this one, it's trimmed, right? So we have different hairstyles here going on, which is very cool. Let's go to Cal again. I think we have one more. No, we have two more. This is the one that I like looking at the most. It's so chill. I'm wondering what kind of drink this is. It looks like a milkshake, but considering that it's soda right here, beer right here, another beer right there, cerveza Borracho. I don't know what that is. But as you can tell, we can see a lot of different things here, and that's kind of cool. Let's take a look. It has another screenshot. This is Brian's warehouse that we've been introduced to. He has the tattoo that stays similar. This one looks about the same size as the artwork. Interesting. Lure and Reel. Okay, that seems to be a brand. Watch again in this video. Or sorry, in this screenshot. We have boats stacked on things. So maybe instead of having a boat at a lot or whatever, and you can like just call in a boat and then it spawns, maybe you can maybe there's like a way to forklift off of one of these things and it gets put in the water for you and then you can use your boat. That would be a cool detail, but I doubt it. Let's keep going. Draquan. The real dimes are in the same picture as Dre. And the, oh my gosh, she has red eyes. That's demonic. And then let's take a look. On N days, I think Sundays or Saturday. No, that looks like an N, and there's no other Wednesdays. No, that's Sundays. That's Sundays. So apparently, there's an event every Sunday for this deal. I don't know if this is Jack of Hearts, but I know it's a club, so we have that. R&R Real Dimes. He has a very nice plaid kind of. It's not really plaid. It's like a checkered shirt, which is nice. Let's keep going. Again, facial features are nice. Lots of detail, moles every once in a while. Uh, tattoo behind the ear. Hoop rings. That's cool. All right. Very cool. Again, he is wearing a suit this time. Again, a different watch. So watches are going to be. I'm assuming that from all the different watches we've seen, we're going to have different watches that we can put on our character. Looking at all the something dreams. I don't know what that is. Another woman, another woman. Although, this doesn't look right. I don't know if it is right, but that doesn't look right. I think it should, naturally, I think it should come out like on this angle, not like sharp inverted like 20 degrees. But other than that, I think everything else looks pretty natural. Let's take a look here. Again, not that many details about Dre. Dre doesn't have that many details. I mean, right here it has an R, but I don't know if that's in correlation with the I don't know if that has correlation with the what's it called? I don't know if that has any correlation with the real dimes. Maybe that's a part of his deal. Looking again, lighting, stage lighting. There's a lot of stage lighting. All right, he has a manatees, so I'm guessing in the city that he's in. Oh, look. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Vocals, beat, that's on the piano. Different types. Only raw records. Oh! Hold up. Raw. He is a part of Raw Records, which I think produces music, which means there's going to be music played. That's awesome. Keyboard down here. Coffee. This is the first time we're seeing coffee, and has a bean on the front of it. Very nice. Very cool. And that's Dre. All right, we go up one. Jason Duval. So we have this. This seems to be another variant of the pistol. Not a variant. This seems to be another pistol altogether. Different type. Principe. Alvino. Again, his tattoo that everyone speculates over. Vice City on his chest on the shirt. I don't see any coconuts in these trees. Maybe we don't get coconuts here. Ooh, that might be something. We might not have coconuts. Leonida. Again, I don't see any coconuts here. But then again, these might not even be the trees for it. So, because I don't know I don't know my stuff, my arbor, if that's what it's called, arbor. Arborology. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Trees. Shit, dude, I don't know anything about that. But I don't see any coconuts, and yeah, I don't see that. We have this door, and I'm assuming that this is in the locked state. So we're gonna have locked and unlocked cars, just like we did in GTA 5. And yeah, very cool. Next one. Fishing. We have fishing in this. And then we also have a nice bottle of wine. Again, different bottles of beer. I think there's going to be a wide selection. As you can see from the spectacles, this looks very clean. It's reflective, but it's not reflecting anything along the shoreline. It's kind of just, if I were to scope it, no, like maybe like right here. It would be right here. And the angle should be like somewhere over here-ish, like somewhere over in that general direction. So from this angle, if we're looking at it from like right here, this is the point that I'm looking at. So if I shift it over, that would make sense for the pole. But this right here, this could show something. I'm not certain. I'm not certain. But music. There's music on boats now. So there's radio on boats. I don't know if we had that in GTA 5. I can't recall. But I know that music on boats is now confirmed because we have speakers on this boat. Very cool. Very cool. Next photo. Again, the streets. And as you can see, they talked about interiors. And this interior seems to be coinciding with that. There's a balcony here that you can get onto. There's a balcony here you can get onto. We see some nightlife going on, crowds and stuff, seated areas, lights on the seated areas. I'm looking at all the lights that are available here that are being broadcasted. If this ever comes to PC, the specs are going to be huge. Like, you're going to need like certain specs to be able to run this in perfect. To run this in a perfect, like, setting and environment to get all the details. So I'm going to save up for that. Has an iFruit phone again. Same watch as before, but this time, what time is it? I would say 12:22 in the morning, because that seems like it's military time, I think, right? Wait, let me look upside down. Yeah, 12:22 in the morning. So this is midnight life, and he's chilling. Tearing the jeans. Maybe you can add details to tearing the jeans, maybe? I don't know. Couples are a thing. So instead of hearing people go like, instead of hearing like an NPC talking to their significant other, maybe they're actually walking in pairs now. That's going to be interesting. I'd like to see that. Next one. Oh, rifle with what looks to be ridiculously the same. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. It has the fire component, but I don't see a safety setting. There's no safety indicator. So I'm going to assume that the guns you have don't change. So it's always going to be on fire. I don't know. That seems to be a detail they missed out on. I think they need to include either fire and a safe mode, because I'm gonna assume. Hold up, this makes no sense to me. Hold up. Flipping it like this would make this arrow face this way, but there's no safety right here that says safety. So maybe there's no such thing as weapon safety on. Like, maybe there's no ability to toggle safety. I'm gonna assume that. Let's take a look. Extendable stock. This one can be extended because this, if you push this up based on the grooves here, it should extend the stock further. So that's a level of detail. Same watch as before, but this time at 12:15. So hold up. If this is at 12:15 and this is at 12:22, he did this and then went immediately to chillin'. If this is within the same, scene / time frame, but that's what I get from it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go and do some dumb shit. 7 minutes later, hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Jason Duval. I'm just chilling here, bro. All right, let's keep going. Lager beer, Patriot beer. We already know those. We have a lot of detail in this restaurant / deal. We're seeing different body types. Now, this guy looks like he's about to get Jason's attention, right? He's trying to get Jason's attention because there's two guys mean mugging him. And we see Brass Knuckles. We see Brass Knuckles here, boys. He's about to get into a fight. And what time is it? 11:56. 11:56. Oh, sorry, wait. Let's go back to it was 11:56. Let's just assume, okay? Let's just assume. We're going to make an ass out of you and me. Let's assume this real quick. 21:56. So hold on, wait, what was the other timeline? 15. Got it. So, and then this one was 12:30ish. Okay. So he gets into a fight, right? He gets into this fight. He gets into another fight, but it's like, I guess it's consistent, but this is in a different location. Okay, maybe I'm just speculating too hard because that's not the same thing. All we know is he is about to get into a fight. This guy's mean mugging him. Cal's trying to get his attention, and then he has brass knuckles. This is an altercation scene, okay? And he's like coolly looking to the left, and he's like, all right, I see these guys 12 paces to the right. Okay, I'll handle it. Like that kind of nonsense. He has that kind of glare going for him right now. Anyways, let's go. Let's look at the next set of screenshots. Lucia. All right, Lucia, pounding on a bag. So fitness is a deal here, and I like that because we could all use a little bit of fitness. Ear pods, some kind of pods. I'm not sure. They're iFruit variant. Her eyes are focused on the beanbag, so I think eye movement is going to be huge. There's people working out in the background. It says Eris down here. Eris is a brand. I thought Eris was a biking brand, not a fitness brand. Anyways, I don't see detail in the hair. Look at that. Detail in the hair. So the hair seems to be perfectly fine. Good, good, good. And we're going to keep going. Oh, look at the cocktail. A strawberry. Not a margarita. It's not a margarita because there's no dust on the top of here. I'm not sure what that is. If you guys know what drink this is, let me know. It's interesting. Got another. Oh my goodness. Back one. We got another iFruit towel here. Skin detail is amazing. As you can see, there's like little divots in the skin, but I don't think many people have that many divots in skin. Again, muscle tone. I think this is Jason. And it is because we see his tattoo right here. Jason is chilling next to the pool, but this time he does not have a beard. He has a clean haircut. So if we were to do a timeline, because clearly the timeline should be, the should be the timeline should be he's scrawny, he's scraggly, he doesn't have money. Then he gets into an altercation, wins a heist, finally goes ahead and gets some money, and now he's investing in himself. And that's what he's doing right here. This is what he's doing. You see that? This is him probably at his like peak when he's finally has like money. He's able to take care of himself. Anyways, that is a daiquiri. I can tell. I don't even need like to zoom out. Screw it. We have lava lamps, guys. Lava lamps confirmed. Lava lamps poolside. No, I think that's a daiquiri. That also looks like a similar drink here, but notice the diversity of it. It's a daiquiri. It's like some strawberry kind of drink right here, which looks entirely made of corn syrup because like, you can't have a drink that red without it being like something crazy from Starbucks, like a Passion Tango. Then we're gonna take a look at the what's she looking at? She's not even looking at anything important, unless there is something important. No, that's her eye right there. I can't tell. Maybe she's looking at something important. I can't tell. I can't tell from this angle. But oh, there's the towel. That's the phone. And the phone, I can't tell if that's like nah, it's off, right? Yeah. No, wait. There's time right here. 2:58 or 56. And we have multiple apps here. We can see the apps. Holy shit, we can see the apps. Okay, that's cool. Phone. I don't know. You guys are going to have to help me on this one. I don't know what I'm seeing here right now. This looks like a lock screen, but on the lock screen it has all these different icons. That's a contact, obviously. But if you guys can figure out what's on this phone, let me know. Gloriana. Okay, hold up. Gloriana. That's a different license plate, guys. Now, we had Leonida, right? We had Leonida. We all know it was going to be in Leonida. But maybe there's now going to be a dual state kind of deal. Because we had Leonida license plates, but now we have Gloriana license plates, which means that's a multi-state district. So we have 2 states now. That's confirmed. All right, I'm going to keep that in mind. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Liquor bar. Hoodwinks liquor bar. I don't know if it's Hoodwinks. I'm just guessing.
Oh no, wait, H-O, Hodwinks? No, that's another O underneath her bang. Right there, you see that? It's like an O. Hoodwinks bar, perfect. And I think in the trailer, she jumped down from this location. I think, right? Because it was in the second trailer that she jumped down from this location. Very cool. And then we have someone waiting for a bus or something over there. She has a nice motorcycle. And yeah, that's cool. Let's take a look at one more. This gun also is similar to the one that the booby had, but this is not the same gun. That's a different gun, or maybe it's the same. No, this one has a square kind of deal going on. This one has a more. Yeah, this is different. That's a different gun, and I can't tell who this person is. It might be an NPC. I'm not sure. It could be an NPC. It could be a main character, or not a main character, but it could be like another character that's part of another point. Not sure, but we'll find out. Let's go to the next one. This is her incarcerated. Okay. Okay. Very cool, very cool, very cool. All right. The hairstyle is different. Hairstyle is similar, but it's not braided. Hmm. Okay. Nice. Let's take a look. That. Okay. Very cool. Look at these tattoos. The hairstyle is crazy, but it's the lifestyle. Lots of different hairstyles for women in this GTA 6. The boxing glove, the iFruit phone. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, bracelets. We're seeing different bracelets, kind of like watches. I think we're gonna get different bracelets because Booby had one, which was different than this. And I wonder if they're locked. I want to know if they're locked to the characters, or if, or if she is capable of wearing a Colombian chain. You know, like the same as what's his face, as Booby. Maybe. Ooh, if they allow that, that'd be great. All right, cool. And that's that. That's that. I'm just speculating here, guys. Speculating. We don't know this is facts. I'm just throwing things out there because I think that's cool. Now, the guy that everyone talks about, Raul Batista. The phone, the dual screen thing, the dual screen computer. Got some desk toys right here. He's got not. Oh, hold up. This is more full than this one. I don't know why, but this side doesn't seem as fleshed out as a beard as this side. Let's keep looking. His eyes are focused someplace else. I don't see a reflection, probably because it was too dark. He has a different set of bracelets, but they're not. But they look stiff. They don't look worn on like normally, and they're not even attached. I don't think. Very cool though. Nice, looking nice, looking nice. Here we go. We have another pistol variant. Very cool. Let's take a look. Again, pockets of money. Is that an e-brake? No, that's just a parking handle. And then, oh, let's go back 1 second. Ooh, car details. Okay. Heated seats, I'm assuming, or recline and whatever the other one is. Retract. We have phone integration right here. Uh-huh. The dashboard. Son of a gun. The dashboard. Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like it's jutting out a little bit instead of being flat, flush with like, the actual dash. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Uh, seems very bland on the interior, but that's okay because it's whatever. And then there's an airbag warning, as all cars should have. Um, MBA. I'm not sure. It could be bank. Hold up, bank. Something bank. Because that's his deal. He goes into banks, and that's a thing of cash. So this is a bank right here. Let's keep going. We're looking at fun horn, fresh water. We're looking at a bunch of boat stuff. control, and you know how like when you're going quick and you press like the button to control whatever, not to control, but like you press a button and it's like controlled like power or whatever, and it stays at the power that you or at the speed that you want to go. I forget what it's called, speed control or something like that. Some kind of fishing radar thing. At least that's what I hope it is. I have no idea what this is. Looks like a cup of coffee, but looks out of place. And birds, antenna. As for him, he has a different watch. Okay, obviously from this point, if there's this many watches that I've seen that are different, watches are gonna be huge. That's all I can say. Watches are gonna be huge. As for all this, the TV looks great. Everything looks great. Little helicopter in the sky. Can't tell if that's a police car or not. But he's chilling in this setting right here, which is kind of cool. Very cool. Uh-huh. Very nice. And that's it for Raul. Next, we're going to go to Real Dimes. Ah, very cool. Very cool. This is their recording studio. Lava lamps. I said lava lamps were confirmed. I told you. And, oh, she's wearing his ring. She's wearing that ring. This ring means something, okay? I don't know what it means, but it means something, okay? That's important. BL. Okay, nice jacket. Flow. I don't know. I don't know what that could be. Yeah, this looks like a very standard photo. Let's zoom in again. Oh, here's some social media here. Social media, iPhone, rings. This guy also has a lion ring. Maybe that's a gang. Maybe that's just like the deal. Like if anybody who's a part of whatever Gooby is a part of, they get that kind of ring. Unless that's Dre. I don't know. I don't think that's Dre. Okay. 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 Roxy. Cool. On a nice car. Car has great detail. And the last one, that's Dre. Is Dre. This is the real dime lady. Roxy. Cool, cool, cool. And this is just accentuation of the fur and the hair. Honestly, it's really cool that they got all these different hair fall, like all the different hairs like fleshed out, and it doesn't look blocky or like Play-Doh, which is kind of cool. And that leads to this last photo. Microphones. I don't even know what kind of mic this is. If I'm being honest with you, I currently rock a Shure SM7B, but like this one's kind of cool. I like that. Blessed? Yeah, that's his blessed. And again, the ring right here. She has an affiliation with Booby. Booby has the same ring. Wait, what finger is that on? Left hand, but it's the middle finger. Never mind. They're not together. But yeah, that's what I got so far from this video. If you liked this video and you found some details that are interesting or you want to talk about more in the comments, I'd love to talk to you more about it. But that is the official Grand Theft Auto 6 screenshots video. If you liked this video, drop a comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Do all the things that you like doing, because you know what? This is where we're at with this stuff. I mean, honestly, we got all the details out there. It's all been quote unquote brought to light. The watches are huge. I think the watches are going to be like super diverse. And as for hairstyles and all that stuff, we already know it's going to be diverse. But yeah, I mean, shoot. We saw that stuff with the Booby as we go back to here real quick. Oh, we didn't even go into places. The video's not over. Ambrosia. All right. We got some screenshots here. This is an MC chapter. So in fuck, what am I saying? In GTA 5 we had the Lost MC, but this one's different. This is a different MC. But we don't see final chapter MC. Maybe they're called the final chapter MC. John Samuel's whiskey. Very cool. Speed limit's 35. They're obeying it, I guess. LA Leonida. No, I don't know what that is. That's Leonida license plate. So before we saw those Gloriana license plates, so that's cool. And that's awesome. Proud allies of diversity in treats. That's funny. Treats. Look at all the it's cookies, it's all that stuff. Very cool. Next one. Ambrosia. We have pier here, so this is a loading bay of some sort to some kind of facility. I don't even know what this is. Honestly, I'm not good at locations, guys, but what I can tell, this seems to be a boat trailer, boat trailer, boat trailer. I'm assuming that this is a boat dock somewhere. I'm guessing this might be the boat dock. No, that doesn't make sense. That looks like a dam right here. Do you see that? That looks like a dam. That leads to this. Then we come over here. Damn, the screenshot keeps going. There's so many details. I'm not good at locations. Let's keep looking. Oh, look, right here. This looks like a wind boat that's in the swamp. Is this a swamp or a marsh? I don't know. Again, another one. Another wind boat. I don't know what they're called. I'm gonna call them wind boats. Wind boat. Let's keep going. Okay. Very cool. Again, I can't tell if that's a cop car or not. Anyways, next one. Here we go. More characters. Liberty City Cycles. But don't forget, this is places. Why would they put this screenshot of a person in a place? Okay. Which leads me to believe that these people don't matter in this screenshot. So there's something in this screenshot that matters, and it's part of Ambrosia. So Ambrosia is a location. It's a location, right? And the final chapter MC is a part of it. So maybe this is the gang that controls it, and we have beef with them, and those are the people that we saw originally. You know, those people that Jason and Lucia encountered. I'm just speculating at this point. Let's keep going. Let's take a look. Fire in a field. We had that in Red Dead Redemption 2 when we had to burn down a crop field. So maybe we're burning crops here. Let's take a look. Let's keep looking. A biplane. So it's a dual wing plane. Very cool. I can't tell what this is. It's a farm of some sort, but like what kind of farm? Oranges, maybe? I'm just assuming, but oranges? Perhaps? We have car washing, but again, this is a place. So like, what's back here? Doug Star. This is car details, and it's here's a better screenshot. Seats, audio, vehicle, assist functions, navigation, Ubers? Oh no, users, setting, climate control. Maybe there's car settings based on the users you're playing as. This could be Jason. I'm not sure though. I don't see the tattoo, but he looks way too old for to be Jason. Let's keep going. Oh wait. Nope, that's gonna just show his thing. Okay, cool. And that's Ambrosia. Let's go to the next one. Grass Rivers. Grass Rivers. So he hunted an alligator, and that's an M. I don't even want to try and guess what that is. That looks like some kind of like carbine. That also looks like a carbine. He has a hunted ocelot / bobcat right here. So there's a bobcat and an alligator right here, and these guys hunted them. Good stuff. That is not a shark tooth, but it looks like a shark tooth. Here we go. A new brand here, Alligator airboats. So I wasn't right. It wasn't wind boats. They're airboats. Same deal. No trespassing process. Violators will be prosecuted. So there's that, and then there's Patriot. Now we saw Patriot in cans, so they're not just cans now; they're also bottles. So there's going to be other. Yeah, as you can see right here, there's 2 different types of beers, bottles and cans. Interesting. What's that? Yukon. I'm assuming that that's like chewing tobacco, and I don't see these guys with any chew in their mouth, so that's cool. This woman looks like. No, I don't see any tattoos that mean anything. Wait. I'm not gonna say that. All right, next. Let's take a look. We have a nice boat here for fishing outside of a place. I'm gonna be doing a lot of fishing, I think, when I'm chilling. When I'm chilling here in Ambrosia, I'm gonna be fucking fishing. Watson Bay. Watson Bay? I would say Watson Bay. But this is what is this? This is Grass Rivers. Interesting, but it's called Watson Bay. All right, next. Alligators under the surface, so you can't see them directly. This guy has a double barrel shotgun. What's this? That looks like a flashlight. Net. Cooler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 of them. Next, sorry, that was my alarm telling me to feed my cats. Let's take a look. And we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a lot of wildlife. Tons of gators in the back of this pickup truck. And he's being chased. So maybe hunting alligators is a felony and you're not allowed to. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that you can't hunt alligators. So I'm assuming that you can go and hunt alligators, load them up in a truck, and one of the missions that you have to do is bring those alligators to a hide shop or like some kind of taxidermist, and you can sell them for money, and that's how you can make money in GTA 6. All right, that's what I'm getting from this, because Red Dead Redemption 2 had that mechanic, but the mechanic was wolf pelts and bear pelts. So and because we saw that one woman with those leggings on that had the alligator skins, I'm assuming that correlates. So yeah, I guess that's where we're at with this. I think this is a police chase saying that you can't hunt alligator, but you can hunt alligator and use it for money. That is going to be one way to make money. Confirmed. All right. I believe that's everything for Grass Rivers. Next, Leonida Keys. I mean, this screenshot really showed a lot. I mean, it showed a lot, but I'm not sure if it shows anything that is like extremely detailed. In regards to gameplay, I mean, buoys, buoys, buoys. Broken bridge here. I'm wondering if that's a ramp right there. I wonder if that's a ramp that you can ramp over. Because it would be nice to have some ramps, you know, some just regular ramps that you could just hop bridges over. And I mean, if you can take that route, the police would have to go this way and meet you over there. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Yeah. Looks pretty straightforward to me. And we're on the next video. Iguana! And then we have a raggedy dog. His name, all right, guys. This dog's name is Fluffy. And he's the best dog. He is the best dog ever. Fluffy the dog. From now on, whenever I see a dog that looks just like him, his name is Fluffy. The gur, and then I think that's an A. I would say grand. I would say grand is my guess. Marbles, and it's a milkshake. So Marbles is a place you can get food. Wonder Whale keeps businesses efficient. The gold standard in product delivery. Product delivery. Whatever. It's a body shop. Okay, so there's mod shops to mod your vehicle. The Rusty Anchor. There's gonna be relationships. I think a relationship mechanic, a huge one at least. Crab Festival, fresh food, seafood, whatever. Come aboard. Bar menu. I don't see anything that correlates with anything that we haven't seen before. This guy's passed out, so maybe there's a pass out mechanic instead of getting just obliterated drunk. Ooh, sea life. There's tons of sea life. There's an eel, there's a turtle, there's some fish, there's whatever. That's cool. There's a diving mechanic. Maybe there's a diving mechanic. See this? There's diving apparel and stuff. Maybe there's a diving mechanic and you can go underwater for hours on end just to explore. I would like that. If you could have hours on end to be under the water with an air tank that's full, that'd be great. I'd enjoy that. Lure Predator LN41. Okay. This has meaning. If you guys are boat people, let me know what these numbers mean if they were on like a normal boat in real life. You know, like if there's anything there that makes sense. Whirlwind S23. It could just be boat identifiers. This is a big boat. I wonder if you can buy a boat. Like a nice one, I mean. A little floaty, some beer and stuff. Seems to just be some chill party vibes. It's not Lucia. No, no, he doesn't have the tattoo. That's some random dude. Yeah, these are just random people. I can't. Hold up. Remember in the trailer there was that guy that was partying with all the chicks and then he came across his yacht? This is his yacht right here. That's the guy's yacht. And yeah, that seems to be that for that. And now we're gonna go to Mount Calaga. Oh, dirt bike and him. Oh, raccoon. Raccoon. I love raccoons. Let's take a look. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Nice. Okay, next one. Reporting the right news. Nice. These guys are dressed well. He's got a camera. So maybe the news gets involved when you commit a crime. That'd be interesting. Again, we have bolt action rifle and we have another bolt action rifle right here. White wolf knives and tools. Okay, looks very cool, very cool. Squirrel, and that is a lot. No, that looks like a dead deer. You can hunt. There's hunting. Okay, hunting's huge. Let's keep a look. Let's keep going. Like I said, I'm not good with landmarks, guys. Landmarks are huge in their own respect, but I'm not too good with them. This seems to be a location that's important, but I don't know why. Look at that S curve, though. That S curve is huge. I think this is tilted. Do you not see like a little slant right here? Like, doesn't look flat. Like, this looks like a ramp, kind of. Like a ramp that turns in this way. You know, like a... Like, if you were to go fast and take this turn, it would like tilt a little bit. And then there's train tracks. Guys, trains are coming back. Trains are coming back, and I wonder if we can stop them. That'll be huge. If we can stop a train, that'd be big. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. All right. Lots of deer here. Good. One with the antlers that we saw in the previous photo. So there's male and female animal counterparts. Excuse me. Let's keep looking. I don't see anything that's worth mentioning aside from the deer and fauna. Flood. Oh my gosh, they wouldn't introduce flood gauges unless flooding was a deal. And again, the train returns. We are going to stop this train. It has to be a thing. Like, you have to be able to, or better yet, instead of just stopping the train, can we get on the train and like commandeer it and drive it ourselves and be a train conductor for like an hour? Can we do that? That'd be great. Flood gauge feet. So I'm assuming that there's going to be tide. There might be tides actually. There might be tides where certain landmarks aren't going to be apparent unless you wait a certain time for the tide to lower. Crest kayaks. So kayaking is going to be a deal. Very cool. Next. Oh, there's no next. Next set of photos. Port Gellhorn. King size beds, low rates, pool, Wi-Fi. Okay, so you can stay at motels. So motels are going to be a facet of GTA 6. We take a look. Vacancy, some power stuff, antenna. Very cool, very cool, very cool. A pool area, but the pool looks almost empty because normally it would be up to here. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? I think this is very straightforward. This looks like a straightforward motel. I don't see anything that stands out the most about this place. I'm looking. I don't see anything that stands out. Again, some guys that are mean mugging. This guy has some tattoos, a couple scars. So scars look like they're more realistic now. Oh, hold up. We know what crop this looks like. So these guys are part of the crop business. Very cool. Uh-huh. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. And then we're going to go to the next one. Hills. Going to this person. Now, what landmark is this? This is Port Gellhorn. Port Gellhorn seems to be a place for all the dirty deals. Very cool, very cool. She has a different ring, so that's not the same as the lion ring that we saw earlier. Very nice. Next one. New girls, new food, open all night, hiring dancers. Delights Cabaret. So Delights is a new club that we haven't heard of yet, but maybe that'll be mentioned later in the story. Leonida. I want to say this is Leonida. Pushing a grocery cart. Okay, full of stuff. Uh-huh. Okay. Free admission. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Next. All right. I see all this stuff. Very cool. Is that looks like a cow skull. Very nice. I don't know. Sounds good. All right. And then Patriot beer. And as again, the bubble physics. We have bubble physics. Ah, bracelets again are changed. So there's different bracelets. And I think that's it for that. And last but not least, Vice City, the one that everyone wants to talk about. All right, let's keep looking. The duck looks like a latte. It could either be a latte or coffee. But again, different watch. We have multiple watches confirmed now. The watch is going to be huge, and this guy has like a thing, but doesn't look natural on his ears. These ears don't look natural to me. Let's keep looking. The beach. There's a boat. Ah, I'm loving this already. Relaxing on a poolside. That'd be great. Let's keep looking. We have. Oh, here we go. This is. I want to say that's Cal. Or yeah, I think that's Cal. I think that is Cal right there, and he's playing basketball. That's in the air, going in the hoop. No, that doesn't look like it's going in the hoop. Let's keep looking. A little fight down here. Guys running. Guys surrendering. Guy with a shotgun. Guy with a pistol. Guy with a pistol. Again. Two different types of police cars. So that's based on the trailer that we saw before where they were at the intersection, the four-way. That was like what, 3-4 vehicles, and then this is right here, two additional vehicles of different variants. So there's definitely so many different variants of cop cars that we're gonna be running into. Again, different watch, but this one's not as refined. This one doesn't look as refined as the other watches. Let's take a look. Again, the cow skull. Cow skull was also located in, I believe it was Gellhorn where we saw that. Ace. Oh, that's not an ace. That's just a spade. What does this say? P-E-R-L-E. Pearl. Pearl? Is that a pearl? I think that's pearl. All right, next. And we have different body types. Metal detector. Ooh, maybe we can detect metal detect on the beach. That'd be great. Uh-huh. Lifeguard with binoculars. Maybe binoculars are huge. Okay, very cool, very cool. Again, a new variant of the police car, and these people are clowning on the thing. And again, the tongue is out, so that's funny. Let's keep looking. NWT V5 doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what that could possibly mean. Back end of a car, Ocean View Hotel, PARAM. Don't know what that is. Canadian flag. So Canadian flags are confirmed. We have a taxi system like we did in GTA 5, but this taxi doesn't look like a single model. This is a van. So maybe there's going to be a van model and a cab model. Like I said, tongue is out. Yeah, nightlife seems to be a big deal. The money. The United. I don't know what the rest of it says. United. Oh, here we go. Something. I don't know what that is. Tongue is out again, but the tongues don't look natural. I'm sorry, but they just don't look natural. Let's keep looking. Sweat. Hold up. Sweat. Or horrible aging, but sweat looks like a big deal. Concert hall, the Sumerian. Sahara Arena. Ferris wheel. So maybe there's a Ferris wheel thing that we can ride. Vice City Arts Center. So there's an art center. What's this right here? A Sumerian. That's a Sumerian. This is all a huge hotel. What is that? Narcos Vice City. Narcos might be the name of the basketball team. In the Sahara Arena. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know. There's a lot of information here that we can look into, but as you can see, these don't look enterable. These don't look enterable at all. Yeah, I don't think we can enter this building. Let's look here real quick. It looks like it's multi-story, but it could, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. This one doesn't look enterable as well. These are screenshots. These don't look enterable. And is that it? Is that the last one? Nope, we have one last one. Perfect. P-E-R. P-E-R. And then E down here. I don't know what this one. L. Pearl. Pearl is this thing. Remember the pearl tattoo that we saw? That's connected to this. Viper. Hawks. Okay. Gloriana license plate. So there's Gloriana and there's Leonida. And I think Gloriana is a whole other state. So maybe there's going to be like interstate felonies. Maybe there's interstate felonies. I don't know. It'll be interesting to say the least. Okay, we see multiple different cars. There's a ton of them. Simon's Tires. Maybe this is an ode to Simon from GTA 5 where he owned that car dealership, and this is just paying homage to Simon from there. No, that was Simeon, not Simon. Simeon was the GTA 5 guy. Sorry, my bad. But this is Pearl. Man. Okay. Mammon posture my delicieux. I wonder what language that is. Hold up. We're gonna find out what language that is. Eventually, but not today. But yeah, this is where I'm at with it, guys. Like I said, we went through all the screenshots. We did all the stuff. This video is now 1 hour and 7 minutes long. If you retained anything from this video and saw anything that you think I missed, let me know, because there's a ton of stuff here. There's a lot of details that we didn't really go into detail with, but we now have gone into so much detail that we now know a lot about it. And I think I've talked about a few things that have come to mind that I don't think many people have like covered at all. So you went through it with me, and I've probably missed a few things, but you know what? That's what doing all one takes all about. So I will talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Peace. Oh, and subscribe. Yeah, that thing. Peace, guys.